So we were talking about volume, and these are really, really important and nice questions because they are not abstract, right? In everyday life, we use them a lot. And we did a few questions. I think we stopped here. Okay. So let's discuss together with you, and after that, maybe you may try some other questions. And altogether, here we have, I think, 14 or 15. Okay, 17, 18, oh, a lot. Okay, no problem. Okay. So
Okay.
again, I'll just ask a few questions, all right? And after that, I ask you to solve those questions for time. All right. Musa, can you read this question? And after that, let's discuss together.
The diagram shows a decorative structure made up of a cone and hemisphere. The hemisphere has a radius of 4 centimeters. The base radius of the cone is 5 centimeters, and the height of the cone is 20 centimeters.
Okay. All right. So if you look at the picture here, what is it? It's a kind of decorative structure. Maybe in the middle of the city, somebody made this, whatever it is. It says that, okay, as you see here, the what is it? The hemisphere has a radius of 4, as you see in the picture, the top right standing here. And the base radius of the cone is 5 centimeters. And the height of the cone is 20 centimeters. This centimeter is a very small thing. Anyway, question A. Calculate the curved surface area of the outside of the cone, right? It says just the curved surface area, not the total surface area. So how do we calculate this? If you remember, the curved surface area is, let's say it is S, that's equal to pi r
L
L, right?
H L.
So, huh?
Mm, that's,
Yes, that is pi r L, right? The curved surface area. To calculate this one, we need to know it is slant height. Do we know the slant height? We don't know. But actually, if I just form, see here, if I just drop a point from this, right, to the center of the cone here, and we will get a right angle triangle, right? And the height is given, that's equal to 20. Now from here, we can find L. So question A, what is L? From here, 20 squared plus 5 squared is equal
Hi,
to
teacher.
L squared. Hi, Defna, welcome. What's that? Okay. So what is 20 squared is equal to 400. 5 squared is equal to 25. So L is equal to 425, right? So we can estimate this, but that is L. So after that, we need to find the curved surface area. So that's equal to pi r L. And here we have pi times, what is the radius, is equal to 5. And how about the L? That's equal to square root of 425. And let's just leave our answer correct to 2 decimal places. And that's equal to pi times 5 times square root of 425, which is equal to 323.83 cm squared. Okay, just a minute. Get something here. This 7. Okay, all right. That is question A. How about question B? Calculate the volume of the solid cone, right? Not yet, actually not the whole thing, just solid cone. So let me just continue here. So we have space B. What is the volume of the solid cone? And how do you find this? That is 1 over 3 times pi r squared times h. That is the volume of the cone, right? So is equal to 1 over 3 pi. I will just use the value of pi in the calculator. What is the radius? Radius is 5 squared, and the height is equal to 20, which is equal to, again, here we have fraction. In the numerator, we have pi times 25 times 20 over 3, which is equal to, again, correct to 2 decimal places, 5 to 3, 523.59. That's equal to 60 cm cube, right? That is B. That is the volume of the cone. And question C, calculate the curved surface area of the outside of the hemisphere, right? Again, as here, curved surface area. It's not saying surface area or total surface area. That means that we are not including its top, right? And how do you calculate the curved surface area? And we know that the surface area of the sphere is 4 pi r squared. And how about the half of it is just 2 pi r squared. That is the curved surface area of a hemisphere. So let's say that is S hemisphere H, that's equal to 2 pi r squared. What is the radius? It is 4 squared. So here we have 1632 pi. 32 pi. Again, if you just calculate this, 32 times pi, correct two decimal places, that is 100.53. 53 cm. Okay. So that's it about C. And question D, some liquid is poured into the hemisphere to a depth of X centimeters. Okay. Show that the volume of the liquid is more than X cubed over 64 of the volume of the hemisphere. Okay. Show that the volume of the liquid is more than X cubed of the X cubed over 64 of the volume of the hemisphere. Okay. And to answer this question, we know that what is the volume of the hemisphere, and the hemisphere, right? The volume, not like that. For D, it is V. Okay. So that's equal to 4 over, actually, we are talking about the hemisphere, right? We should divide by 2. 1 over 2 times the volume of the sphere is 4 over 3 times pi times r cubed, right? So that's equal to 2 over 3 pi r cubed. Now from here, what is r cubed? R cubed is 4. So it is 4. Let me just write here 2 over 3 times pi times 4 cubed. That's equal to 4 cubed is 64. 2 times 64 is 128 over 3. And here we have pi. Okay. Sona, I don't understand the question. Can you explain this to us? Daphne, what do you think? How do you solve this question?
Teacher, I also didn't understand what we did wrong. The thing is, teacher, even if like I understood, I think I would have been wronger. Like
Maybe you should do some equations.
yeah, well, that's obvious. We're going to do some equations.
Yeah, like for example, let me just do a bit bigger. That's our hemisphere. Okay. And what is the radius? Radius is 4. So this one is 4. And also this one is radius, right? Also that's equal to 4. Okay, we know that's equal to 4. Now in the question, it says that some liquid is poured into the hemisphere to a depth of X centimeters. So now let me just use red here, and until here, right, we have liquids. Okay, so this one is, what is it? This height is X. Okay, so if it is X, we have to show that, right? What is the question? Okay, show that the volume of the liquid is more than x cubed over 64. So that is the volume, right? It's here, the water until here. So let's say this one is the volume. So we have to show that that volume is greater than x cubed over 64, or that's equal to x over 4 cubed. I don't know why actually, uh, fine, that's it. All right. How do you show that if this one is x? Okay, how do you find the volume here? Of course, using some different form, we can find this. But if it is x, this should be, I mean, this remaining part, it should be 4 minus x. Okay, so if it is 4 minus x, mm, okay, all right. All right, how about if I find this, let's say it is r, okay? So if I form a right angle triangle here, okay, this one is r. And since from this point to this point, it is the radius because this is the center of the hemisphere and that is a point on the surface. So that's also equal to 4. Now from here, 4 minus x squared plus r squared is equal to 4 squared. Okay. And after that, the volume, this V, will be equal to 4 over 3 times pi times x. Just x cubed over 4, 64, and we have to show that the volume. And how do you find the volume? Volume is that much. All right, it's not the circle. Okay. All right. Okay, now let's give a break to this question. I don't know, no idea comes to me right now. How do you show this? Because if you use the formula, it will be complicated. We need to use a little bit advanced math, but without using this, I mean, the knowledge that we have studied so far, can you find this or not? Okay, because now let's say the depth is x, right? The depth is x. Um, just a minute. Anyway, guys, let's just skip this question for a moment, okay? Let me think about this. So now, I don't know, no idea comes to me. So we have to show that the volume of the water is greater than x cubed over 64. So if you find the volume, that is 4 over 3 times pi times r. Okay, this 4 minus x. The r is this. From there, okay, I can find this r, the relation 64. It is 6x. Anyway, okay. We will discuss this in depth a bit later because right now, really no idea comes to me. Defna, Musa, Ibrahim, Sona, if you have any idea, let's discuss this. If you have no idea, I will move to the next question.
I have no idea.
No,
Teacher, are you like one of my teachers? Like, he tried to like make us solve an equation that like the humanity couldn't solve yet, and we just mandled on it for like the whole lesson, and we couldn't find anything. And then at the end of the lesson, he explained it. Is this
Yeah.
something like that?
Yeah, now I know the answer, but usually, Defna, we can find the volume of this when the depth is x, okay? But here, I need to use some integral, you know? I teach this stuff in advanced math at university, but if I
Sure,
teach
know
this
it,
one now,
teacher.
you don't understand, it doesn't make sense. But just using simple equation, how do you find this? I'm just thinking about this. But one way
Teacher,
is, now you
explain
can,
it to me. I can understand it.
huh?
I don't know what integral is, but like my parents taught stuff like that to me before.
Yeah, like, for example, okay, you can, if you just search on the internet, I mean, we can just get the formula, but to get the formula, we need to use integral for proof. And if we have a spherical bowl, and if you just put some water into it, and if the height is x, here I can find the exact volume of this x. I mean, this water, okay? The height is x in terms of x. But just using simple formula, we cannot find this. But here I'm just thinking that we have to show that volume of the water is greater than 64. To do this one, we need to calculate its volume, right? I need to use that formula. Now, if you, for example, what is that formula? It is, anyway, let's just skip this for a moment, okay? I will maybe, how to say, first try to find this in a simple way. Can you find this or not? If not, then we will discuss later. Because right now, if you just talk about this in detail, we will waste a lot of time. Okay, just give me some time. Maybe we'll discuss a bit later or in our next class. I'll just keep this in mind. Okay. Let's move to the next question. And here really some questions are interesting at this nice question because in our everyday life, we use these questions. Here in question 3, taking pi to be 3.142 and correct the final results to 3 decimal places. Diagram 1 shows a rectangular swimming pool of length 15 meters and width 10 meters. And the pool was completely filled with 600 cubic meters of water. Calculate the depth of the pool. Right? It says that the pool was completely filled with 600 cubic meters of water. So we know that if the height of this is h, right, what is the volume? That's equal to 10 times 15 times h, all are in meters. That's equal to 600. Now from here, h equals 600 over 150. That's equal to 4 meters. Okay. So to calculate the depth of the pool is 4 meters. All right. And next question B, diagram 2 shows a cylindrical pipe of radius 2.4 centimeters and length 320 centimeters. Calculate the total area in square meters of the outside of the open cylindrical pipe. Okay, outside of the open cylindrical pipe, and the volume in liters of water that can flow through the pipe at any moment of time. So that means that we need to find the volume of the cylinder, right? So number 1, I don't like using red actually. Let me use this one. Outside, we know that if you just cut from here, right, from here, and after that unfold this, it becomes a rectangle. And what is the width of the rectangle? It is 2 pi r. And if you multiply by its length, we will get the curved surface area, right? Or the outside of the cylinder. So that surface area is equal to 2 pi r, its width, and the length is 320. It is length. So that's equal to 2 times taking pi as 3.142. And the radius of the cylinder is 2.4. And the length is 320. That is the total area in square meters. No, not square meters yet. First it is centimeter, and I'll change this into square meters. So that's equal to 2 times 3.142 times 2.4 times 320. That's equal to 4826.112 centimeters squared. Now it says that in square meters, we know that 1 meter squared is equal to 10,000, what is it, square centimeters. That means that 1 square centimeters is equal to 0. Or simply 10 to the power of -4 square meters. So now if I just divide it by 10,000, so this S will be, what is it, 10,000 is 0. It says correct is 3 decimal places, right? Anyway, 0.482612 meter square meters. What question is it? Question 3B. Okay, 3 decimal places. I should just keep this one. So it will be 0.483 square meters, correct is 3 decimal places. All right. So, part 2, calculate the volume in liters of water that can flow through the pipe at any moment of time, right? It means that the water enters here, right? The full water exists here. At any moment, that means that we need to find the volume of this cylinder. So number 2 is, what is the volume? Volume is, let's find in centimeters squared. After that, we will change this into liters. And volume is the base area, pi r squared. It's just lying on the ground, so we should multiply by its length. Pi is 3.142, and radius is 2.4 squared, times length is 320. That is cm cubed, which is equal to, so here we have 3.142 times 2.4 squared times 320, which is equal to 5791.3344 cm cubed. Now we know that 1000 centimeter cubed is equal to 1 liter. To change this into liters, we have to divide it by 1000. And let me just write the answer correct as 3 decimal places, 5.791. After 1 is 3. You can just drop this, that is in liters, 5.79. All right. That is just some introduction. Now I'm going to ask you the next question. What is the next question? The next question is, okay, let's solve this also C together. Maybe you will do the next question. Ibrahim, can you read question C?
Okay. Second. The pipe is used to drain pool of water completely. Calculate how long will it take for the pool to be completely emptied of water. If it takes 4 seconds for water to flow through the whole length of the pipe, give your answer to the nearest hour.
Okay. So here, the pipe is used to drain the pool of water completely. Now, if you just get back to the first question, now using this pipe, right, we just connect it to the pool, and we are draining this pool. And we know that what is the volume of the pool? The volume of the pool is given here, 600 meter cubed, right? And also we know that in the second part of the question, the volume, liters of water that can flow through the pipe at any moment of time, right? So what is it? Actually, we just got this. It is 5.79 liters of water, right? At any moment. So that means that here, that means that here the volume, right, of this, the amount of water in this pipe is 5.79 liters. Now, in the third part of the question, it says that calculate how long would it take for the pool to be completely emptied of water if it takes 4 seconds for water to flow through the whole length of the pipe. What does it mean? What is the volume of the water? 5.79 liters. So the rate is, it is 5.79 liters, right? And over 4 seconds. That means that in 4 seconds, this much water actually flows through the pipe. Now, if I just simplify this, that is 5.79 over, here we have 4 liters per second. Okay, that means that every second this much water is coming or discharged from the swimming pool. Okay, so now we know that what is the volume of the swimming pool? That is 600 meter cube, right? And also we know that 1 cubic meters or meter cubed is equal to 1,000 liters, right? So, and if it is so, let's say it takes t minutes. We know that the volume, it should be equal to after t hours, right? Or t seconds, let's say. So the rate is 5.79 over 4. It's like distance. Well, what is the distance? It is speed times time. But here our distance is the volume. And here the speed is the rate. And the time is just the time. Okay, and we know the rate of the drainage, right? How fast we are emptying the pool. And also we need to find time in seconds. So that's it. What is t? Then t is equal to 4. Okay, actually on the right hand side we have liters, on the left hand side we have here we have liters, right? And also I need to change this into liters. So that is 300 times, what is meter cubed? 1 meter cube equals 1,000 liters. So here we have 1,000 liters. On the right hand side, we have 5.79 over 4 times t liters. So what is t then? T is equal to, multiply both sides by 4. Here we have 4 times 600 times 1,000. And we should divide this by 5.79, which is equal to, it says that give you answer to the nearest hour. This is second, right? So second, we know that in 1 hour we have 3,600 seconds. So to change this second into hour, right, we need to change this, divide this by 3,600. So also, let me just divide this by 360. Okay, let me just write the answer and divide this by 360. Okay, let me just write this 360. So the result will be in hours. So that's equal to, what is it? Fraction 4 times 600 times 1,000 and is divided by 5.79 times 3600. Okay, that's equal to 115.14 hours. Okay, so that means that it says that give you answer to the nearest hour. So dot dot dot, the answer is 115 hours. So that means that actually it empties the swimming pool in 115 hours. How many? That means that almost 5 days, right? Because maybe the pipe is too small. As you see, actually it's 2.4 centimeters. It's very, very small pipe. And our swimming pool, what is it? It is 10 meters by 15 meters. It's very, very big. So if you want to empty this with this pipe, right, it's a very simple engineering problem. It takes how many days? Almost 5 days. Musa, did you understand everything?
Yes.
Sona, how about you? Do you have any question about this?
No, I don't.
Daphne, how about you? Are you there?
Yes, teacher, I'm here. Teacher,
Okay.
this can't be a question. Come on, like if this was a question, it would take me like a 2 hours, a good 2 hours, teacher. Firstly, the question like itself, they're not asking it directly, so I don't like that. And then secondly, actually there might be an easier way to do it.
Which one? Which one are talking about? The whole question or question C?
The whole question. But like the easy one, there's like, I would probably do it from a very different way. I don't right now know the way, but I know I would.
Okay, try this. I wonder how would you do this question very, I mean, completely in different way. How would you solve this question in different way?
Sure, I don't know. I would find it out somehow. No, I never go from other people's solutions. I don't like that.
Okay. Now, I'm going to ask you another question for you. Okay. Can you try this? And after that, let's have discussion about this. And I'll give you 3 minutes to try this. What is it? Find the cost of painting a hemispherical roof 10 meters in diameter at $1.50 per square meter, leaving your answer correct to the nearest cent. You have 3 minutes. Try this, give a try. It's not so difficult question and a simple question.
But teacher, we should consider it as if like they don't fill the inside of the hemisphere, right? So like the
Yeah,
roof
hemispherical roof, just that curved surface area.
surface area. Okay,
Yeah.
not wall.
Curved surface area is 4pi r square.
4 pi r, yes.
Yes, thank you. Пошел вон, Кость.
Oh, by the way, teacher, in our school we started passing linear equations.
Linear
Now,
equations?
yes,
Really?
yes.
Was it easy for you or?
It was very easy because I already knew it before. We learned it here and also before too. Teacher, most of the like subjects, I already know them. My parents always explain me new subjects whenever there was like a question. My dad goes like all the way from how to prove that formula to how it like started to exist and stuff. So I pretty much know a lot. That's a good thing for having engineer parents. The second one is we can never find like a house teacher to live in. It's extremely hard.
Yeah,
We
definitely
either
not
have to
because
build
of
our own
online.
house.
Maybe schools, they may be actually going very slowly. Ibrahim, you got 94.2. How? Ibrahim, can you explain your answer?
I found the surface area of it, and
Okay, how do you find that? It is half hemisphere, right? That is 2 pi.
yes,
And what is the
r
radius? Radius is, since diameter is 10,
5.
radius is 5. 5 squared, which is equal to 50 pi, right? Meter
Yeah.
squared. Right?
And then
So actually it states that for 1 square meter, we have to pay 1.50. So to find the cost, right, we need to multiply 1.50 by the area, 50 pi.
why?
So if you
Yes,
multiply this 1.5 times 50 times pi, that's equal to how much? Is equal to
third
235.62.
yes, sorry.
$62.
Yeah, I got it wrong.
Okay, so that is 235, and let's see who is writing. Musa, how did you get 104?
I divide them.
Why are you dividing?
I
For
don't know.
1 meter squared is saying that we have to pay $1.50. Now, what is the total surface area? I mean, the area that should be painted, that is 50 pi meters squared. So the question is how much we should pay, right? Just a
Yeah,
written
thank
problem.
you. I understand.
Good. Now also, can you try this question? Okay, that's also a similar question, but it's about volume. All right, let me give you 3 minutes. Try this, and after that, we will discuss this. Okay, 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Time starts now.
Mr. Custom, here we have the Earth like the half of Earth, or like the full Earth.
No, actually, when you actually, I don't know, it's like a hill, you know. Here we have something like this, Earth. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
So it's like, for example, I don't know if somebody is doing some kind of construction, right? You order this kind of soil, right, from the truck, right? The truck actually empties this on the ground. Actually, it shapes like something like this, like a cone. So here,
Sure,
the
no, that
height of
makes
the
sense.
cone is 6. So the height is 6. And the circumference of the base, right? The circumference of the base is, what is it? Circumference is equal to 30 meters. And now you have to carry this somewhere else, right? And if you just employ some workers, and they say that they charge 99 cents per cubic meter. So how much do you have to pay? What will be the labor fee for this?
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Why are you so quiet? Any answer, Musa, Sona, the Daphne, and who else?
No.
I
Ibrahim.
found the volume. I found the volume now. Is the last step.
How
Trying
about
to.
you, Daphne? What did you say?
I'm trying to do it.
Sona,
Oh, yes.
are you also trying or just watching?
No, I am trying.
Ibrahim, how about you? No answer.
I am close to it, but I got it wrong.
I maybe found the answer, but the how my decimal places?
Okay, just tell me the answer. What is the answer?
Uh, 1,550 1,507.58879.
Oh, it is too much. It is too much. Anyway, let's do this together. The circumference is given. We know that to find the volume of the cone, we need to know it is base radius because the formula is 1/3 times pi r squared times h, right? And what is given is circumference given here. Circumference is 2 pi r, which is equal to 30. From here, r is equal to 30 over 2 pi. That's equal to 15 over pi. That is r. Now using this one, I can just find the volume. Volume is equal to 1/3 times pi times what is radius? 15 over pi. And here we have squared times what is height? Height is 6 meters. So that's equal to 6. So now if you just simplify this and what do we got here? Okay, let me just write fraction. And here we have pi times 15 squared, right? Times 6 over 3 times pi squared times nothing. So here we have 143.24 meter cube, right? Now in the question, it says that 99 cents per cubic meters. So that means that here we have $0.99. Let's just find this in dollars. So here, if 1 meter cubed, right, you are paying 0.99 for this cost, we should multiply this 0.99 by the volume because volume is this much. So that's equal to 143.24. So that is multiplied by 0.99. The answer is, what is it? Correct the two decimal places, $141.81. So it costs this much if you want to actually move this from this point to another place or from this place to another place. Definitely a very easy question. Why you cannot solve it?
Teacher, the fact that it's not in like cone, it's like a cone, not a cylinder, which confused me there a little bit.
Now, how about Sona? Sona, how about you? What is your excuse?
What?
Why couldn't you solve this problem? Very easy.
I don't know.
right?
I kind of mixed up. I did something wrong in the calculation, so I just had to restart it again.
Okay. Musa, did you understand the solution?
Yeah, I saw my mistake.
Good. Okay. That's it. All right. Let's see what we have next. Okay. That's the last question, guys. I'll give you 3 minutes and try to solve this correctly. After that, we will finish the class. Okay. And yeah, because sometimes our eyes cheat us or deceive us. They say that, okay, Mr. Musa, you know everything, you don't have to study, but actually reality is different. Okay, let's see. You have 3 minutes and 30 seconds. After 3 to 30 seconds, I will stop. If any answer, I will accept this. Otherwise, we will solve together and finish the class. Okay, time starts now.
What means 40 solar hemisphere?
Say again.
40 solar hemisphere.
So we have 40 solids, right? Hemispheres. Each of diameter 2 centimeters are melted. So we have a lot of hemispherical solids. Okay. And you're just
Yeah,
melting
now
them. Okay, good.
thank you.
Mr. Chasim, I have sent you an answer.
Let's see. 19.36. Find the height of the cone, right? 19.6. Ibrahim, it is wrong.
Oh,
I wonder where you made a mistake. So it says are melted to form a solid cone with base diameter 6 centimeters, right? That means that actually we are talking about this one, and melting this, we form this kind of cone. Okay. And it says that the base diameter is 6 centimeters. So that means that this radius is 3 centimeters, right? We need to find the height. So what is the volume of this cone? 1/3 times pi times r squared, that is 3 squared times h. Now, if you simplify this, 9/3 is 3, so 3 pi h. On the other hand, how about all of this together? When you just melt this and find its volume, and here we have 40 such hemispheres. And what is the volume of one hemisphere? Is equal to 1/2, because half, and 4/3 times pi times r cubed, right? What is the diameter? It is 2 centimeters, right? If the diameter is 2 centimeters, then its radius is 1 centimeter. So here we have 1 centimeter cubed. So that is equal to 3 pi h. So this pi cancel each other, right? And this 4 over 2, it is 2. 2 times 40, it is 80. So here we have h is equal to 80 over with 3 and 3, that's equal to 9, which is equal to 9 times 9 is 81. So it is 8. 72 is 8 over 9 centimeters to be exact. Okay, Musa, Sona, Defna.
Yeah, now I understand.
Teacher, a lot easier than I thought.
Yeah, that's the math.
I think I make things very complicated in my mind, so I don't think like that's why I get it wrong all the time.
Yeah, maybe. Guys, anyway, I have to finish this class because other group is waiting for me. We will continue next week. Again, guys, the only way to understand math, to improve your problem solving math, you need to practice questions, okay? Practice and check the answer. Can you solve the questions correctly without making any mistake? That means that you are improving. Otherwise, I don't know. Thank you very much. I will see you next Monday. Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Thank you too. Goodbye. Good luck.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.